Hello YouTube, and welcome to the video. Today I'm going to be reviewing my 2004 Mustang GT 5-speed manual in the dark shadow gray color. And this Mustang GT has quite a few goodies on it. If you've seen my other videos, then you probably already know what modifications it has. But basically it's got full exhaust, short tube headers, H-pop, catless H I must mention, boreless Stinger's catback, BBK 78mm throttle body, JLT cold air intake, custom grind cams. This car's got gears, tires, lowered a little bit. This car's got a ton of work done to it. You can hear those custom grind cams now. But we're going to be going for a drive in it and review it while we're driving. And man, I love this car. It's, as you can see, I cleaned it up yesterday. The paint, I'd give it a 7 out of 10, maybe 6, because it does have some issues with it, but it still shines in the sun, and this car looks pretty nice. Let's take a look at the interior, shall we? As you can see, it's got some now the code on this, I will mention the interior code is the code GW, which I cannot find anything on that. Even on the forums, we were looking for it and found a little bit on it, but GW is an uncommon code evidently. Either that or it's just some kind of mistype. I believe it's just dark charcoal, but you can see the shifter there. It's got the Mach 1 bullet style shift knob. That's actually a decently expensive knob if you look it up. This isn't an aftermarket. This is actually a real Mach 1/bullet shift knob. You can see the pedals there. I need a new center console lid. As you can see, the interior of this car is in pretty nice shape. Really, the only damage is right here, which isn't as bad as on most cars of this age. My truck has it way worse. My other Camaros, my other Mustang had it terrible there. But alright, without further ado, we ought to take this thing for a drive. Alright guys, we're setting off on the Mustang. Let me take off the parking brake. Let's look, there's not usually traffic here. As you can see, really the only problem with this car is you can hear it's got an exhaust leak. That's really all I know of. It's not hot out here today, but it is just warm enough where you have to have some air going. I'd usually have the windows down, but don't want to drown out the sound on the camera. Now when you turn the AC on, it puts a little load on the engine and the cam's really low with the load. But I was letting the car warm up for a while, so it's almost up to temp. Pretty quick for just a bolt-on cam GT. I was, what would you say, maybe 30-40% throttle there. When you really get on it, you can really tell I'm actually going to turn that AC on. Because it is getting a little warm. Let's give a little pull here, basically up to temperature. As you can see, this car is pretty quick. I don't do that a whole lot, so that may be one of the only in this video. We'll get on it a little later, but probably not to that extent. can see she hooks pretty good. She did spin a little in first, but second, you know, the old girl hooks pretty good. As you can see, it's got 373 gears in the rear. Doing 60, we're doing about 1,800 RPMs in fifth. In fourth, we're doing about 3 grand. Got some random guy running across the road up there. One thing about these 2-valve Mustangs is they don't make a lot of torque down low. So in fifth, right there at 1,500, you know, the pull is almost non-existent. That's one thing that my automatic Mustang had that was better than the manual, is they come factory with a 2,300 low speed, 2,700 high speed stall converter. So that's roughly a 2,500 stall. So you're almost never, you know, out of the power band with it. You give it a little gas, the RPMs jump up, so it always feels peppier, the automatic. But the manual beats it whenever you're going through the gears every single time. The manual beats it. The manual's more fun. But that's just one thing to look out for. If you want to have fun in these, you basically got to be over 2,500, 3,000 RPMs. Which these cams come alive right at about 3. Car handles pretty good, you know. I mean, it can take my hands off the steering wheel to go basically perfectly straight. With those big tires around, with this lowered suspension, this car hugs the road pretty good. I really do not have traction issues with this, except gunning it in first. If those 315 rear wheels on the back, you know, in second you can gun this thing and it really won't spin unless you're just trying, you know. Of course, if you clutch in and rev it, of course it'll spin. But even in first, you know, it puts the power down pretty well. But, you know, taking this car on a road course would probably be pretty fun. You know, I mean, got some stuff in the road up there. Is that a balloon or something? Someone lost their birthday balloon or something. Yeah, it hugs the road pretty good, you know. I wouldn't expect it to be, you know, a car built for a road course, but I'm sure this car would be absolutely fun, because it is a lot of fun whenever you're, you know, up in the power band. Let's get a little rev match here. Out into third. How do I like that hood scoop you see? I know it's fake, but man, I love driving this car and seeing that hood scoop. Just something about it. I really wouldn't trade that hood scoop, even though it's fake. I just prefer the stock GT hood. Of course, I like the Terminator Cobra hood better, as expected, but this hood's great too. Listen to this exhaust reverberate off the side of this building. I'll roll down the windows a little bit so you can hear it. Let's see. There's nothing quite like the sound of a 2-valve Mustang. Gotta go slow over these bumps. I gotta melt some stuff. Alright, just meld those items. Let's take back off. Hey, look at the reflection. I always like mounting my mail here because you can always see the reflection of whatever vehicle I'm driving in that window. Now on to O'Reilly's. I got to get some parts for my truck. Get a new air filter. Thinking about getting a new belt and some new idler pulley and tensioner for it. This belt's kind of squeaked. Right now, it's my favorite car to drive that I have. My favorite car to drive that I've ever had, honestly. It's just fun. Goodness. I hope y'all are enjoying this video as much as I'm enjoying making it. There's the old O'Reilly's right there. I always park as far away from everybody as I can here. Alright, mission success, guys. Let's get back on the road. Alright guys, just finished the drive and just want to say a few final things. I hope y'all have enjoyed this video. But, you know, these cars, you can get them for around $2,000 to $6,000. $6,000 being a really nice one, such as the one I have. $2,000, you know, being a fixer-upper, but the most likely still drives at least. You know, these are nice cars. They're pretty fast. They're not too slow, especially with modifications done. You know, they're pretty cheap to own. They're pretty reliable. The insurance isn't bad. You know, I really haven't had any breakdowns in this. Just a couple parts that I had to... one part actually I had to replace the alternator, but it didn't go completely bad on me. I just had to stop driving it until I got another one. And, you know, it's a good-looking car. Honestly, it looks very, very good. But, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. And please subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. Thanks for watching.